Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing great. So while I was desperately waiting for the announcement of Coke Studio Pakistan for the next season, we got an announcement that Coke Studio Bharat is coming up. So I just saw a couple of reels on Instagram last night and I'm just sitting down to get more information on this. So I thought that while I'm doing that, I might as well just make a video and share my thoughts with you guys because I did run a preliminary search. There doesn't seem to be much of an information about that as yet, and very few videos are available as of now. So let's just quickly take a look and see what things are like. Okay, so I'll just put the screen recording thing on this time just to make things simpler for me. So there's this video which says Amrutha Fadwani's and 30 musical artists launch Coke Studio Bharat. I don't know who Amrutha Fadwani's is. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Let's just quickly watch this video. So, guys, this is this is upsetting. I'm not a puja part person, guys, but they're here performing this lamp lighting ceremony. Well, if I would have been a part of this event in any which way, I would have been infuriated. They have used some cheap Chinese nylon wicks instead of proper cotton ones, and you can clearly see that it's caught fire and it's dripping and things are if you don't know, if okay, this is triggering actually. This is what always happens whenever there is no personal involvement. Clearly this is an event which has been given as a project to this some big event management firm, and there is no personal touch whatsoever. It's a checklist they are following. Lamp karna hai, light ko piche ka backdrop hona chahiye, ye hona chahiye, wo hona chahiye. No one cares about how things are, and if this is the attitude they are starting this thing with, I seriously don't have any hopes. And it's upsetting most of all because last year we had such a wonderful run of Coke Studio Pakistan. We had such a wonderful run of Coke Studio Bangla. You listen to those songs and you know that they have put in their heart and soul to do what they did, and that's why the music still shines. I still listen to so many songs from Coke Studio Bangla. I still listen to so many songs from Coke Studio Pakistan. ये तो पता नहीं क्या होने वाला है. It seems like a cheap, desperate attempt just to cash on to something that's working. And there's no point watching this. There's nothing. I think this just some stupid montage where these people are kind of just putting things together. Let's look at the next one. So we have Coke Studio Bharat launch PC Amrita Padwani. Let's see what she has to say.
At this inaugural ceremony of Coke Studio Bharat. In fact, our country cherishes unity in diversity, and we music lovers, we cherish the diversity of music across various states of our country. There's so much to learn. In fact, when I think about folk, I understand a little bit of wilderness. When I think of classical, I feel I've already visited a temple. So it is a beautiful feeling to know our regional music, to be totally drowned in the beauty of our regional music. In fact,
so I think this is definitely a good approach, and I hope they maintain this because that whatever she's saying, that's actually what is missing from the kind of music that we get these days. I just started tracking what's coming out and what's not, and just last year, because most of the things we were getting were like tape. You just take a song which was not that great to begin with, and then you just alter the tempo, and then you put in more electronic instruments, and then you say, wow, we've got another song. I think that's just plain laziness. Anyway, but looking at the positives, I loved both the songs from Pathan. I think they're fabulous. I think finally some good music is coming out of Hindi film industry. And there was this film called Kala. I didn't really enjoy the film because of so many reasons, but the music of the film is absolutely amazing. So there are some bits of good music coming here and there, but if this is the approach and this is the alignment of this whole project, I'm hopeful that this is just a mess up that the event management company has created, and the soul of Coke Studio Bharat lies somewhere else.
The way you've given platform to our new artists, blended with the experience of our maestros, that's a huge platform which has been given. I think so it would be a win-win situation and a best win situation for the viewers, for the listeners. They'll have a plate full of yummies, I'm sure. And I wish all of you best of luck for this endeavor. I think so with the way you are going, next Grammy is not far away. I feel so. And one of
यार ये नहीं होता ना. What is wrong with these people? ग्रामी लेके आना है क्योंकि वहाँ से कोई ग्रामी ले आया तो यहाँ से भी हमें ग्रामी चाहिए. वो such things can only come from people who don't have never created art, because anyone who has created anything at all knows for a fact that if you aim for an award and then you start doing something, it's certifying the failure of whatever you're going to do. So ये सब नहीं चलता है कि हम ग्रामी लेके आने के लिए कोक स्टूडियो भारत कर रहे हैं. यार आप अच्छा म्यूजिक बना दो, ग्रामी आना होगा तो आ जाएगा. But I'm still upset about that whole thing. यार लैम्प लाइटिंग कौन करता है ऐसे यार? I hope someone learned something out of this, that this is not how things are to be done. When it comes to the mention of Coke Studio, it catches eyeballs globally, and this is what you have to show to them. That's यार इतना बुरा तो 12th स्टैंडर्ड की फेयरवेल पार्टी पे इतना गंदा अरेंजमेंट नहीं होता जितना ये कर रहे हैं. एंड व्हाट्स वर्स, these people, they must have charged like I was just about to say charge it. Anyway, these people must have charged like easily a few lakhs, if not more, for what they've done here, and this is what they've been. पता नहीं, लोगों के पास पैसे उड़ाने के लिए उड़ा देते हैं. ठीक है. Okay, so there is Coke Studio Bharat celebrates new voice of India. This is a 4-minute long video. Let's just see what this has to say.
In musical history, heritage, and also diversity. As all of us keep, I would say, hearing, in India, as you keep, I would say, traveling every kilometer, the language, what keeps evolving, the food keeps evolving. What we don't speak enough is that even the music actually keeps evolving. And that's the depth of the music that's available in this beautiful country of ours. I've spent close to 10 years outside of India, thanks to Coca-Cola. And everywhere I went over the last 5-6 years, the talk has only been about how K-pop is the greatest thing happening to music over the
That's the worst thing that's happened to music.
And I can tell you,
Sorry, I shouldn't be saying that.
once the music of this country actually starts rising up, forget about K-pop, there's going to be no other music than any other country in the world which can actually stand up to us. And that's the power of the music in India.
Things like this are easier said than done. it's not like putting things together to create a perfect machine. It's not something that's technical. It needs to have an involvement at an artistic level, at a spiritual level. You have to forget that you are putting in money, and you have to completely eradicate the idea of returns from your mind. That's how these things happen. But they seem to be talking about something. So let's see how it goes.
So, we have a lovely brand, Coca-Cola, one of the very few brands which has actually managed to survive for 3 centuries. It's going to be
I
137
didn't know
years
that.
old, means in a few months. And if you go back to the history of this wonderful brand, there's one thing which is actually common. The single biggest reason why this brand has actually flourished around the world is because it's been able to connect at a very deep level, at an authentic level, with the cultural heritage in every country in the world. And that's very important. Have we done that in India well? I think we have a long way to go. And I honestly feel there is no better platform than working with the best musicians in India to ensure that this brand is also able to connect and complement everything that is so beautiful about the culture in India. So Coke Studio in India had to come back, absolutely. I would say it has been dormant for almost...
There was a reason why Coke Studio India didn't work. You listen to those songs, you watch those videos, you get to know. And now that they're mentioning it, I just hope that they've learned their lessons.
8 years right now. We have been speaking about it for the last 2 years. And there is no better time than now. There's a lot which is happening overall. I think what's happened, interestingly, after the COVID issue, is that there has been an exponential jump across digital platforms. And some very interesting insights are happening. What is happening is that I feel that, I would say, music across every regional part of India is exploding. And I think this is the point of inflection. And I think that's the reason.
So there was this one song that was released some months back, which came on this channel for Coke Studio India, and I watched that, and I thought it was completely terrible. The kind of songs that we've been getting, it's all synthetic. It doesn't come from the heart, neither the instruments nor the vocals nor the lyrics. What was that song? Though I did groove to it, definitely, but मेरा जाम बिखर गया, and मैंने तुझे देखा बस मम्मी को ये बोल दिया, and all of that. And then there was that song मैं नहीं तो कौन बे. What is that language? I mean, and I hope these people they are aware that those things don't work as well as they don't work globally. If they're thinking that this is the right time, of course they're referring to the success that Coke Studio Pakistan and Coke Studio Bangla had, and I hope they learn something from that. As for the kind of songs we always have in India, they're always love songs. Coke Studio Bangla did not only give us love songs. Coke Studio Pakistan did not only give us love songs. There was a whole range, a whole rich spectrum of emotions that was presented in those songs. And it was so artistic, it was so layered, the music was so wonderful, and it kind of catered to every kind of age group and interest and taste. And that's what you need to focus. And I just hope these people get it right. I just hope so.
Why we actually started off as an experiment last year in Bangladesh, where we launched Coke Studio Bangladesh, Coke Studio Bangla.
Which turned out, okay, so
the experiment was extremely successful.
So, I don't know the details, but if these guys were involved in that project and these guys are pulling this project together, okay, then I'm hopeful.
But this was the main journey. We have to say that we had to bring it back
तो
to
पहले ही कर
India,
लेते.
and therefore this is the right time that we had to come back as Coke Studio Bharat. I think we have a lots of people out here who are going to come up and share the story of how this journey evolved. But before that, I would like to play a small video which just starts talking about where thought process of I would say complete goosebumps. We actually worked on this video a few weeks ago, and the brainchild was none other than Mr. Piyush Pandey and his team. So I would love to welcome again Mr. Piyush Pandey to be on the stage.
Okay, let's just quickly look at some of the news articles that we have about this. Okay, so it will see over 50 independent artists. Okay, that's encouraging. And there's something known as Apna Suno. Okay, doesn't sound very original, but okay. The first song of the season will be released on 7th of February 20. So that's like in a few days' time. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. They're also mentioning Coke Studio Tamil, which I had no idea about. Okay, so we've got something for Coke Studio Tamil happening here. Let me quickly run this. And it's a teaser, guys, I think. And they've dropped that teaser. So let's just quickly listen to it and see what it's like, because that will kind of determine what this will serve. Whoa, that was one epic. Okay, now I have my hopes up high, so things are not that bad. It was just a badly managed event, guys, I think. Look at that. Wow. Gives life to each song. Wow, okay. This is beautiful. Look at that. I like this.
Coke Studio Tamil. இது நம்ம இசை.
So, Coke Studio Bharat का तो पता नहीं. Coke Studio Tamil rocks, and I'm hopeful for Coke Studio Bharat also, because I have a feeling it's going to be the same kind of project that they have here. Wonderful video. Talks about inclusion. There's so much of color. Just look at the texture of the sounds that was being presented. I absolutely loved this. I can watch this 10 times over. It was so beautiful. People coming together from that's actually the beauty of India. Every place will have people from so many different cultures, and they come together like no one's business, and that's what we just saw in that video. I think there's one song already released for Coke Studio Tamil, and it's called Saga Vasi, and it's a 6-minute 30 seconds long video. It already has 1.3 million views. Maybe those are organic, maybe those are, I don't know. But I'll listen to this probably, so I have something to look forward to. I have a submission today, so I don't think I'll be able to make a reaction video for this today, but definitely on my list now. All right, guys. So glad I'm ending it at a positive note. Looking forward to what we have here. And how did you guys like things? I hope I didn't go overboard with my negativity here, but but those if the team watches it, I only want Coke Studio Bharat to be a success. I only want it to do good. I just don't want it to be like another failure which is mishandled by people who have different intentions and alignments than what the artists should be thinking. Like, anyways, but let's see. So until next time, guys, keep listening, keep watching, keep reading. Cheers.